Hello everyone, welcome to Expressions of the Universe. I'm Kim from Expressions of the Universe, here to answer your questions from my Ask Me Anything segment. And I do have a lot, so I'm going to get through this as quickly as possible. I'm pulling cards, I'm looking at charts, I'm channeling information, and I'm going to try and get through all of these questions. Sorry about that. I'll timestamp these, and I'll put the timestamps down below here in the video. And if you ask me a question, I'll personally message you with your timestamp so that you can fast forward. But I do suggest that you look at all of the questions and you listen to the answers, because you never know, there could be a message in it for you. So let's get started. So viewer, follower, friend, peer, Karen Weber Kane writes, Florence Scovel Shin always advised to get a definite lead from the universe and listen. Please send me a definite lead through Kim, your wise teacher. All right, Karen. So I pulled an Archangel card for you from the Archangel deck, and it's Archangel Jophiel. You can pause your screen and read that. The affirmation here is, I connect with my inner wisdom. Archangel Jophiel works on the golden ray, drawing wisdom from source. Ask him to illuminate you and help you to connect with your own deep knowing. He will also help you learn and absorb information. So if you are studying or involved in any form of education, divine assistance is available to you now. Call on Archangel Jophiel for direction and strength. He will help you to remove negativity and become open-minded, clear, and wise. The angels remind you it is time for you to wear the golden cloak of wisdom. So visualize yourself surrounded in golden light and be wise. Beautiful. And then this fell on the floor. Awareness. This is the Magician in a traditional tarot deck. This is saying you have everything that you need to create and manifest what it is you want. And I pulled an animal totem for Karen because I know she really connects with those. And you received the fox spirit. And it says, think on your feet. And you know what fox spirit means. Fox spirit, for those of you that don't know. And look at that fox and look at my shirt. It matches. That's crazy. It's like camouflage. Anyway, fox, whenever fox comes up for me, it always tells me to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of the people around you. Somebody may not be as honest with you as you think that they may be. This is also waiting on perfect timing, waiting for the perfect time, being quick-witted, being stealthy, being sly. So those are your cards. I hope you like that, Karen. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the great memes that you send me, the great material that I get to share here on Expressions of the Universe. Thank you for the cards and the little gifts. You've been such a dear friend. Hope that helped you make your day. Don't forget to call on Archangel Jophiel. Okay, the next question, and since it was posted publicly, comes from Michelle Chenevert. I have a two-parter. What does the future look like for my husband and I, i.e. home, kids, puppies, etc., and I want to make sure I'm making my grandparents proud. All right. I don't know where the second part is, unless that was the two parts. Anyway, Michelle, your grandparents came through loud and clear. They said, "You're working your tail off. Good job, girl." I hope that resonates with you. That was their message, and they are jumping up and down like, yay. So something really important has come to you recently that you have accomplished or you will be accomplishing. And you ask about home life and children, etc. I took a look at yours and your husband's charts because I happen to have them on file. And I did pull some cards. So when I look at the charts, in relation to children, well, home life, everything, let's do this first. The triumphant success came up, but it's reversed. And this is like the Ace of Swords. This is telling me automatically that you're overthinking everything. Your concentration is all over the place, not focused. You're just the overthinking is pushing everything that you are wanting away because you are so obsessed with this. This is also telling me that you and your husband mentally are not on the same page. And even when I look up your charts with the transits that are going on right now, you're kind of at complete opposites. So also too, my guides are telling me that what's coming out of each other's mouths, your husband's mouth, is not really what he's thinking in the back of his mind. Also too, just like the last viewer, the Magician card, awareness, comes up, and this is saying you have everything that you need to obtain and get whatever it is that you're wanting. You just have to make the right combination. There's still a blending that needs to occur, like coming on the same page with each other. You know, it's really hard when you are dealing with another being to have to manifest what it is that you want, because you both have to be in the exact same frequency at the exact same time. I'm feeling, though, there's still much cleanup that needs to be done. Changes need to be made around both of you in order to bring that child energy in for the two of you. One of you is working very hard, the other one is not. One of you is wanting this much more than the other one. I feel like you may be pushing, Michelle, and your husband is like, yes, I really want this, but you know, if it happens, it happens. We're happy right now, so kind of let it go. When I look at your charts, I see in your chart, Michelle, past life rule that you set in a past life about being free, having freedom. So this kind of puts a struggle between the self and being selfless, which is giving up your freedom to be a parent. And so there's a block from your past life that's holding you back. Also, your fifth house, which is in Taurus, the fifth house represents children. It also represents life's pleasures. That's empty. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not having any of that. It's just not a huge highlight in your life. Conversely, your husband's fifth house is full. And there's a huge highlight on it for that. So maybe I mixed up that he really wants the children, and you're like, oh, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not seeing that. Let's see, what else? However, I've got great news, because Uranus is transiting Taurus, which is your fifth house, from spring of 2018 all the way through 2026. I kept feeling over the last week, 2 weeks, leading up to actually recording this, that you have had windows of opportunity. And I mentioned, because you are a client of mine and I have your chart, that we were connected. Once I have your chart and I've done a reading for you, I'll pick up things for people. I may not convey them unless, of course, it's an emergency, but I felt that there have been windows of opportunity for you to conceive, and you've missed it. Whether, you were too busy working, too tired, there have been missed windows of opportunity for you to conceive a child. Also, and for this whole year, there have been health related issues, nutritional issues that I kept picking up on, hormonal imbalance. So you may want to, if you're not already, seeking a fertility doctor, or having, some discussions with your OBGYN and your primary physician to see what's going on. I'm kind of feeling that you have taken ovulation tests. You may want to get your hormone levels tested. Your husband may also want to have his fertility tested, just so that you could see where you are, what, where you are landing physically. But huge pull towards overthinking everything, which is putting a lot of mental strain and stress on your bodies for both of you. Therefore, this is also preventing conception. Also, when I was looking where your Vesta is the home, the hearth, the nest. You're overthinking that part. Whereas your husband, he's nice and relaxed, and he's nested in his roots and easygoing. You're very on opposite ends. And that's part of what this magician, this awareness card is getting the two of you on the same page, getting the two of you to blend together and flow together in a much better way. Let's see. Also, your husband's 10th house, which to some people is a mother, some people it's father, that's empty for him, so there isn't a huge highlight on that. And interestingly enough, his Taurus is in the 8th house, which is about money and death and changes. His Black Lilith, which are his fears, his lunar eclipse, which are his blind spots, are both there. So astrologically wise, energetically wise, you're kind of both on separate pages of the map. And then I have one more card, and I think that this will serve both of you very well. Now, definitely seek out that medical advice so that you can, pinpoint what's going on. And I know it may not be romantic, but you're really going to have to plan this out, because you've already missed too many windows of opportunity over the last 2 years. But this is saying, this is the observer, and this is saying, sit back and relax already. When you're overthinking it, when you're stressing about it, it just puts so many a rush of hormones into your body, and it's preventing conception. So you're actually being, both of you, your own worst enemies when it comes to health, because of the stress levels. And yeah, so I think you just both have to pay attention to that. Get out, burn off that stress, relax, do some meditation, deep breathing, get out in nature, and try your best to take your mind off of it, because when you stop thinking about it, that is when it will happen. I see it. I've seen it in your chart for so long, and I keep thinking about it, especially since July. You really should have conceived in July with those eclipses, because I was thinking about the two of you the whole entire time. So that's what I have for you. I hope that answered your question. Thank you. The next question goes out to Debbie Murray, and she asks, where is he already? Well, Debbie, you're a pain in the ass. I'm just kidding. You had a huge window of opportunity this time about 2 years ago through the end of 2017, a little bit into 2018. And somehow, if there was somebody in your life at that time, there was miscommunications, kind of you were saying things that you weren't really feeling, coming off as a little bit flighty, not stable enough, and the person felt that you just didn't care. There was also some sort of volatility, and I asked my guides, where are her blocks? What is preventing you from having this person come in your life? And the emotional loss card came up, and it came up in reverse. And it's kind of similar to the round and round card, because you could see that animite. It's that secular filter that we have to filter our emotions through. I think that whoever you were involved with back at the end of 2017, beginning of 2018, there's still some sort of an attachment. There's also an attachment to an even further past relationship where you're still harboring some anger and bitterness from that. Any anger and bitterness from past relationships are preventing you from attracting the true one. And this card came up to solidify that information. Also, I pulled a crystal card, and the sodalite card came up, and that is throat chakra. It's also our third eye. This is saying you really have to speak your intentions, set your intentions, let your intentions be known, be self-confident. I think that you need to clear out a little bit of that emotional and mental clutter so that you can attract the one. I'm picking up that you're kind of like all over the place, very focused on work, and then you want to go out and have fun. And then you work, and then you want to go out and have fun, but there's really no true balance. I'm feeling that you need to become more grounded, more centered in your spirit, your body, and your mind. I looked at your chart and the current transits, and I'm seeing that there could be the need for some health changes, some nutritional changes, sleeping better, just kind of like a whole body, mind, and spirit overhaul. There is an opportunity coming up once Venus moves into Libra, and I believe that begins on September 14th or September 15th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to see my astrological calendar up on the wall there. Venus is currently in Virgo, and she will be moving into Libra within the coming weeks, and I would say within 2 more weeks. So that would take us up to, say, October 1st. Once we hit about October 1st, Venus, the planet of love, will be aligned with your own personal Venus. So then a window of opportunity will open up for you if you do the work, body, mind, spirit overhaul, trying to clear out some emotional anger and bitterness and loss. There's also other losses that you're still not really feeling good about. Things that, how your life changed, all of that, you have to grieve that, process that, and get through that. And you got to do it in 2 weeks. So when this window of opportunity opens up. But I do want you to pay attention to your health. You may want to go and get your annual physical, get your annual checkups, because that I see in your charts is a little bit of an area of concern. But I think this window, once this opens up in about 2 weeks, that will be highlighted for you up through January, February of 2020, and kind of lingering on till May of 2020. So you're getting ready for a huge window of opportunity to meet somebody fantastic, but you have a lot of work to do on yourself. And also, my guides were telling me that you are extremely picky and often like really kind of quirky when it comes to who you meet. You have like all these different rules of qualifications, even if it's just like a mental list of how they have to look and be and act and and they have to fit this list. And so your list may be a little so stringent, which I totally get, because why do you think I'm single? Because I've got that list. And I know that's horrible. My friends make a joke that, like even my height requirements, because I'm so tall, that if they're a half an inch off, a half an inch short of my requirements, I'm like, oh no. My friend Alex makes the joke. He's like, oh, I know you like men that are 6'3" and above, but I have somebody who's 6'2.5". Oh, no, doesn't meet your requirement. LOL. So yes, these crazy lists of requirements, I saw that in your chart that I don't think I saw before. So yes, it's like these hard, fast rules. And even if it's only subconscious, I want you to think about it. Think about these things leading up to the full moon this weekend. For you, it will be on Friday the 13th at 9:33 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And thank you for your question. You're going to have to let me know if you meet somebody, and you'll have to confirm for me what I was picking up. You can private message me and let me know. Thanks, Debs. Our next question comes from Debbie Kaufman. It's a little bit difficult. I am so sick from meds, in parentheses, benzos, that have damaged my body for a year now. Please, how much longer? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Debbie, this is really difficult, as I am not a doctor. I want to make a medical disclaimer. I don't pretend to be. I'm just a spiritual being that picks up information, and I got a ton of information on you. But I really feel that you do need to seek professional medical advice in this situation for a mind, body, spirit detox and cleansing, because you have to start there. But your guides told me when I asked this question, they said to me, when you decide, that is when it will be over. You have to make that decision. You're the only one that can do that. I did see when I looked at your chart so many aspects that do explain why you're in the situation that you are in. And it indicated that you have a tendency for addiction, escapism, victimization, like being the victim, staying in that victim role, utilizing these forms as a means to cover up other things that are going on in your life, so that you're not dealing with that. And I'm so sorry that this is happening for you, and I know that this has to be extremely difficult, and I'm really not sure how to fully advise you. I did pull some cards for you. So other than being able to read these cards and directing you to a professional medical doctor, that's really all I can do. But like I said, when I channeled your guides, they told me when she decides that she's over this and she wants to be finished, that's when it will be finished. So I pulled an angel card. Oh, my phone just turned on by itself, asking me about recipes. That's so weird. I wonder if that has anything to do for you. Oh, that's really weird. Stir-fried garlic spinach. That's really interesting. Maybe that means something to you. Sorry about that. So I pulled an angel card. The wisdom card came up. If you want, go ahead and pause your screen so that you could read that. And this says, I listen to my wisdom. This is saying knowledge is learned, but wisdom is the divine prompting within you. Your angel guidance is to connect to your still, quiet center and listen to the wisdom of your soul, because it will tell you what you should be doing. Then you will take the decisions and act from your own infinite self. With wisdom, life takes a new perspective as dramas and fears become insignificant. And I did see a lot of that in your chart, a lot of fears, and that's probably the cause for this. In comparison with the magnificence of the overall picture, walk your path in life as one of the wise ones, and all will revere and respect you. And I find that that's interesting because this is kind of even saying what your guides told me. You know, when you decide, when you use your own wisdom, that's when things will change. Now, I pulled a crystal card, and Aqua Aura quartz came up. And I just happen to have a piece of that right here with me. And let me just read this real quick. Connecting to the infinite potential, a renewed sense of purpose, wonder, and awe. And the one verse that I saw in here that I thought was really good, open yourself to healing in its many forms as the universe eternally creates new beginnings and generates abundance from them. So when you can open yourself up, like I said, when you are willing to make those changes, when you open yourself up to those changes, that's when it will stop. And then the final card says that you do have to use extreme willpower and strength because your predisposition to temptations, to these addictions. I also want to caution you with the upcoming full moon in Pisces, because that aligns with a lot of your chart that I looked at, the water signs, that we will have this feeling of disconnectedness, detachment, inconsistencies. This could be a really rough week for you next weekend. So now would be a really great time for you to seek additional professional help in the situation. I hope that helped you. Once again, I'm sorry. And peace and blessings to you on your healing journey, Debbie. The next question comes from Teresa Bishop, and she asks, will I be famous? And happy belated birthday. She is a Virgo, just celebrated her birthday. I took a look at your mini chart. I didn't have your place and time of birth, so I just had to do a general, and I pulled a few cards. What I saw in your chart, Teresa, was up through last year through 2020, May of 2020, is a really grand opportunity because the North Node matches your North Node in Cancer. So that is giving you that opportunity. You also had a window back at the end of 2016 all the way through 2017 that you should have jumped on. You may have jumped on. There could have been some sort of opportunity, and Either you didn't recognize it or you passed on it. There's another window of opportunity opening up in 10 years, in about 2029. There's some confliction because your ascendant or rising sign is in Capricorn at 21 degrees, but so is your south node in Capricorn. So this is saying if you believe in yourself, and when you put yourself forward and you work hard and you do the work, you can make anything happen. However, the south node is opposing that north node, and this is where the conflict comes in, because maybe you're working so much at something that you are you're not perceiving opportunities that are coming up around you. And I do see that in the cards as well. Another conflict in your chart would be Chiron retrograde. Chiron is the wounded healer, and this is where your wounds are. It's at 27 degrees Taurus, which equals a 9. And this is telling me that your wounds are holding you back from acting or getting into action towards what it is that you're looking for, which is being famous. So there's a lack of action there. Your fears are holding you back from actually jumping in and doing it. So the cards that came up are transformation, and this is telling me that something within you needs to transform. There's a block within you that is holding you back from your dreams or fully realizing your dreams. And I pulled an animal totem card, and it's Dolphin Spirit, and it says, this and that are true. And this is saying to me that it's almost like you're living a dual life, a dualistic life. There are two truths here. So maybe you're not being completely honest with me. Maybe are you already famous? That's what my guides are saying. Maybe there's something, right on the horizon, but this is true, that is true, and then there's the collective truth. So there's a lot up in the air right now, and this is, you're just really not knowing what it is that you want to do, but you have to put the work in or it's just not going to happen. This is also speaking about being completely honest with yourself and those around you, because there could be missed opportunities due to lack of integrity and authenticity, or the way that you're presenting yourself. And that's what I think is coming up with this transformation. You need to repackage yourself, remarket yourself, and come up with a better plan in order to seek out your goals of fame and fortune. But it could happen. Like I said, there have been windows of opportunity, and either you didn't recognize them or you passed on them, but they will come around again in about 10 years. So I hope you like that, Teresa. Thank you for your question. Okay, the next question and answer goes out to two separate people with similar issues that ask the same question. So I have Rhonda and Doreen, who are both wondering when their home renovations will be finished. Both women are suffering from some health issues at the time. And I don't want to get into the medical aspects of this, because earlier in the video I did say I'm not a medical doctor, and I don't want to look at your charts, even though I did ask for the information, because I don't want to go there. My guides told me not to do that, so we're going to focus on the positive. And thinking about your home renovations, you don't need to be worrying about those right now. You need to be taking care of your health. Obviously, we are in the sign of Virgo, which is predominantly for the health. I feel that there's two separate energies here with these two women, but I did pull cards for each woman, for Rhonda and for Doreen. And hopefully they will resonate with you and they will help you along your healing journey. And then the rest will unfold. I feel that you can't give attention to the home renovations while trying to heal yourself. Healing yourselves are the most important part. But my guides also said that while the house is in disarray, it's really hard to heal. So I suggest maybe trying to get other people to take care of these things for you so that you can do what you need to do for yourselves. Putting aside money and time. I don't know, what your resources are, but I feel that if you can each get a hold of somebody that is of integrity, authenticity, does not charge a lot, won't rip you off, is a man or woman of their word that can finish the job. I think you're each coming at it from two different perspectives. Maybe I should have split this question up. Rhonda, I feel that your renovations could get finished. Doreen, I feel that you're dealing with a lot more, so that could take a little bit longer. But feeling for Doreen, did your contractor maybe screw you over or something? One of you has to get a different contractor, get somebody else in there to take over the job so that you don't have to deal with this. But I'm feeling that things will shift after the first of the year, and I'm hoping that they are finished by then. But let's see. So for Rhonda, I pulled the same from the same decks for each woman. I pulled an angel card, and Rhonda, this is yours, and it's light. You can go ahead and pause your screen, and it says, I am light. So this is going to be your affirmation. You're going to envision white and golden light pouring through your body, right from your crown all the way down and filling every cavity of your body. Light illuminates darkness and gloom, bringing hope and inspiration. Ask the angels to fill you with more light, for it contains spiritual information and knowledge and healing. These are the keys to the universe and bring love and peace, as well as unlocking the wisdom within you. Sorry, I couldn't read that. As your light becomes stronger and clearer, which I know that it is, you will find clarity and purpose. You will radiate brightly and become a beacon, reminding others of the divine help available. Calling on those angels. Angel wisdom suggests you ask the angels to ignite and strengthen the divine flame within you. So that's pretty beautiful. That's your angel card. Your crystal card, the crystal healing card that I picked for you, it is fluorite. And look down there, it is number 24, which nets to a 6. And that is about health and healing. And I have a piece of fluorite here. And then this is a palm stone, some green and purple fluorite. And this is readily available in any crystal shop. It's really very inexpensive. It is an overall fantastic healer. It's great to hold on to. It's a great worry stone. So you both want to really, really stay calm and de-stressed. Deep, heavy breathing, meditation. If you can, yoga, light walking, beautiful music, Tai Chi, anything to keep the body moving and flowing and in harmony and peace. The fluorite is fantastic for that. And then I picked an animal totem card for both of you, and I have Doreen's cards here. This is for Rhonda, and it is Deer Spirit, and it says, bring a gentle touch. And Deer is so wonderful because she's extremely powerful, yet very quiet and very still, and just stands in her power, exuding her power through her stillness and her peace and quiet, her camouflage, staying in the background, just taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and waiting for the perfect time to emerge. And so that is the animal totem that I'd like you to embrace, and that is that quiet stillness of strength. All right, Doreen, your angel card that I chose for you is Hope, and you can go ahead and pause the screen there and read that. And Hope says, hope indicates that the sun is about to come out in an area of your life. The angel wisdom reminds you that your spirit is immensely resilient and powerful, so keep faith with your dreams and visions. Remember, the universe wants you to have your heart's desire. It is simply waiting for you to believe that you deserve it before the angels bring it to you. And I did pick that up in your cards. Do your part by deciding what you truly want. Then send out positive thoughts for the changes you seek and for the fulfillment of your wishes. Ask the angels for help, and they will fan the sparks of potential and bring them to life. Hope is a magnetic quality that attracts the great and beautiful into your life. And your affirmation is, I am eternally optimistic. So that was pretty beautiful. And what I was picking up when I pulled the other cards is, and when I spoke about the two different mindsets, is I felt that there was quite a great deal of maybe complaining on your side instead of finding the gratitude for the situation that you are in. I felt that you were looking back to the past instead of being in the present, and therefore there was a blockage there because you're not embracing what is currently in the present. And that will lead me, I'm going to do your animal totem card first, which is Butterfly Spirit, and it says transformation is beautiful, and like your angel card indicated, there needs to be a transformation of your mind, your thoughts, and your perception over your life and your situation and the present moment. So don't think too far back into the past. Don't think too far ahead into the future. Try and be in the present. Open up your heart and transform your perception. And it was lithium quartz that came up, which was perfect, and this was to calm and soothe your mind, to shift that perspective. I have some lithium quartz here. It's actually, I dropped it so it broke. So this is amphibole lithium, which means that it's entrapped within that clear quartz. And then here is another piece of the lithium. And this is, my nails look filthy. I'm sorry. I was eating wings. Sorry about that. That was disgusting. Lithium quartz. It's a beautiful pink, cloudy stone. And I love lithium when my emotions are running really high, when I'm angry, when I'm really stressed out, I will put lithium quartz in my bra, and I will wear this because it soothes me, it calms me down. So I'm feeling that there could be a lot of anger, a lot of harsh words being said there, and there needs to be a transformation. There's a lot of stress going on around you. So pay attention to your angel card, Doreen, and take that wisdom. If you can, get yourself some lithium quartz and simmer down now. So I hope that helped. I hope that both of your home renovations get completed very, very quickly. And I pray for both of you for your health issues and your for a healthful journey. Thank you so much for your questions. I love our next question. It is from Melissa Morton, who also just celebrated a birthday. So happy belated birthday to Melissa, another Virgo. Her question, here we go. The other side always keeps me on my toes. My burning question, will love and having just one lasting real relationship come my way this year? Oh gosh, aren't we all asking that? I know I am. And I semi-answered her a little while ago saying with her solar return coming, which is her birthday, there is a possibility that opening up of that, but I did pull some cards, and I pulled an angel card, and I pulled one of my healing cards. So the angel card that comes up is Archangel Uriel. You could pause your screen and read that. And this is really great. So you're going to have to call on her or him. I think angels are asexual. I don't know if they're women or men, or, they're kind of both. Except for I think Archangel Michael is a man, and so is Metatron. Gabriel, they say, is a woman, but I always see him as a man, so I don't know. So Archangel Uriel works on the ruby ray, which is made up of purple and gold. It is the ray of wisdom and spirituality. You are blessed to attract this angel card, for he will bring, so Uriel is a man, will bring you serenity, love, tranquility, and peace. You, in turn, are invited to spread those beautiful qualities to others. Connecting with Archangel Uriel will enable you to aspire to oneness with all humanity. This is a high state of grace, which will bring you freedom and joy. Visualize yourself in a purple and golden cloak and invoke Archangel Uriel's help to raise your consciousness. And your affirmation is, I am one with everyone in peace and serenity. And I think that's beautiful. And then you're going to love, 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 love this. The Destiny card came up. So you are destined to meet your soulmate, your twin flame possibly. I think that you have met this person before, but in a past life. I feel that you kind of are walking down different streets at the same time, and you just keep missing each other. But there will be a destined moment where you literally maybe just bump into each other or fall into each other, and voila, you meet. But it's like, you're walking down this street and he's coming down a parallel street, and instead of you turning this way and him turning this way, he decides to go that way and you go that way, and you just keep missing each other over and over and over and over again. But definitely it is destined to happen, and I think possibly by Halloween time something should come around. In the meantime, keep yourself busy, get your affairs in order, clean out your closets, make room, make space in your closets and your drawers to invite someone in. Clean out your space, your garage. You want to make room when you are trying to call somebody in energetically. You want to make room. Make sure you clean under the bed. Now, of course, if you live in a small apartment and space is limited, you have to get creative. I want you to look up maybe some feng shui so that you can clear out and get that chi flowing. You don't want anything under your bed because then that blocks your chi. It blocks the love. And also, I mean, I've written blogs at expressionsoftheuniverse.com about love feng shui and your bedroom, your toilet, like all different things. I know that that spot right over there is my love corner in a feng shui bagua. And what do I have? Well, I have a plant, but it's supposed to be pairs of something. So now I have two paintings. You can't see the other one. But I would put, typically I should put two pink candles, a picture of a beautiful couple. You want to put pairs of things in your love corner in your house based on your feng shui bagua. If you need extra help with the feng shui and the feng shui bagua, if you're not familiar with it, let me know and I can help you out. And if there's enough interest, then I'll do a video. Maybe I should do that anyway, looking at my feng shui book that's over on the, I can't read what that says over there, or I'd read the title, but yeah, I think maybe I'll do that so that we can bring in more stuff into our house. I'm going to write that down. We're going to do feng shui. So good luck, Melissa. You will have to let me know if you bump into him, possibly at a Halloween party. Happy birthday. Thank you for your question. My next quick question comes from Dawn Gibson Fowler, and she asked what my feelings and thoughts were about the older we get and resonating more with our rising sign or ascendant versus our sun sign. And I thought that was a great question, which doesn't require any cards or anything. It's just my opinion, because I'm a Gemini with a Cancer rising, but I'm on the cusp. I'm like Gemini rising, Cancer rising. I'm 2959/0, so it's like down to the split second. 2959 Gemini rising versus 0 degree Cancer rising. So I am pulling in a lot of that Cancer energy. When I was younger, definitely crybaby, so that's that Cancer rising for sure. And then I quickly grew out of that, and talking a mile a minute, definitely a Gemini rising. But the older that I'm getting, I'm really settling more into my Cancer rising, becoming more of a homebody, more of a nurturer. Yes, I still talk a lot, but I am a Gemini sun sign. And so Dawn, she is a Gemini also. Sister Gemini, my Gemini twin. But she's a Virgo rising, and I could so relate to that because I have a stellium in Virgo. So I would expect that Dawn was crazy like me, always go, 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 just flitting from here to there. And the older she gets, she's kind of settling down and getting more organized and putting things in order and becoming very set in her ways and wanting things to be done the way that she wants them to be done, and a little bit of a perfectionist. So I'm assuming, Dawn, is that correct? But yeah, I want to hear from more of you. If you are over the age of, say, 40 or 50, and you do know your ascendant or rising sign, and it's different than your sun sign, would you say that the older you've gotten, the more you are like your rising sign versus your sun sign? I'd love to have a discussion about that. But thanks, Dawn, for that question. And yes, I agree 100%. So we'll have to see. Now, I'm hoping that now I'm thinking about my daughter because she's an Aquarius with a Scorpio rising, and that's brutal to begin with. So does that mean the older she gets, the tougher she's going to get? Because I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to handle her. And so I'll have to see in about 10 years. All right, Dawn, thank you so much for answering that question. And on to the next question. My next question came via private message, so I won't mention the name. And it says, just finished a new training course and not sure about the direction to go in or way forward with it. Feels like it's a stepping stone, but not sure where, and not sure it's all going to play out now. Any insight would be fab on the weekly wisdom. So thank you for your question. I took a look at your chart, which I happen to have on file, and I saw some fantastic, fabulous aspects that are coming up for you that indicate green light go. So you finish the course and you're like in this holding pattern, and I see that astrologically, but pretty soon things are going to launch and allow you. But I see some past life crap that you have to deal with that's blocking you. You have the ability to go forward with this. However, there are some things subconsciously that are holding you back in some sectors in your chart. So let's see, where do I start? All right, things will start launching very soon. So Mars will be moving into Libra on September 15th. You have Mars in Libra, so that's your action planet. By the way, happy birthday coming up very soon, so that's a big indicator that your solar return will be another launching point. You are a 9-degree Scorpio, and that is about action. So the planet of action will be moving into your natal home sign, which shows me that you have the ability to put this to work. Also, too, you are a Libra moon, and we have the new moon in Libra on September 28th. So this is perfect. I want you to take the rest of this month in Virgo season and start making your new moon wish list and get ready for your new moon, because it will be matching up with your natal moon. Also, too, what I saw in your chart, December 2nd, Jupiter will move into Capricorn, and you have Capricorn in Jupiter in Capricorn, and your North Node is also in Capricorn. Fantastic, fantastic, because that will be staying there for at least the next 12 to 18 months, which gives you another boost of energy to do with this course what it is you want. Remember, you have past life stuff that you have to deal with in Capricorn in the 12th house and 8th house that is definitely holding you back. 12th house, I believe, for you is Taurus, and your 8th house is Capricorn. That's where all of that other planetary stuff is happening. We will have a lunar eclipse on January 10th, and then Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter are going to conjunct on the 11th, and it's going to be huge, everybody. All the astrologers are talking about it. So you have so many windows, so many opportunities coming up for you. Get that new moon wish list out, and I did pull a card for you, and it's foundations and achievements. So something great can really happen for you. And maybe you're not going to fully implement that, but there are going to be bits and pieces of it that are going to launch you in the next direction, opening up things for you for new family life, new foundations, possibly moving home. moving a home or moving to a new home. Happy, happy, happy. This is such a fantastic card. This reminds me of the Ten of Cups in a regular tarot deck. So thank you for your question. I hope it all works out beautifully for you. Okay, so we have another message that came via private message, and it's kind of a long question, but I'm going to cut out some of this. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so I won't mention the name because it's private. My numerology match 3811 and I are still in touch since 1998. He is now doing Acts 13-year prison sentence, 10 years to go. I still remember literally the first time I saw him. He was at the end of the block I was on, rounding the corner. It was on his walk. I can't stop loving him, and he can't stop loving me. He's turning 40 at the end of this month. That was written in August, so happy belated birthday. And I turned 40 in the beginning of July. Another happy belated birthday. We were 18 when we met. No one compares. I feel damned. I would have liked to fall this way for a man who could have provided for me. Why me with this, and what is it all for? So I had messaged this person the day after she asked, and I said that it was definitely a past life for sure. My guides were saying 100%. When we have a pull like that, especially towards somebody who really isn't right or available for us, it's definitely past life energy. We sense their soul and their being the second that we see them, whether it's somebody that we loved or somebody that we hated. Have you ever met somebody for the first time and you just hated that person? You hated everything about them, the way they looked, the way they act, before they even opened their mouth. You probably knew that person in a past life. The same goes for when we run into our past life soulmates that we were in love with. Or, it could have been our mother, our father, our lover, most likely a lover, brother, sister, whatever. Somebody that we had such a strong connection with. We recognize that soul. We feel it energetically. Our soul feels it. We have a connection. There's a cord tied to that other person. So what you could do is call on the angels to help you. I use Archangel Michael to help do a cord cutting visualization. You can Google that to get the specifics on that, but you'll go into a meditation. You can do it while you're, lying in your bed, getting ready to go to sleep, and you visualize the color of electric blue coming in. Archangel Michael, he's about 9 feet tall, huge wings, huge sword. Visualize the cord that is between you and this other person, and it's connected right in like the solar plexus to sacral chakra area, typically your belly button to belly button, and visualize Archangel Michael coming down and cutting that cord. My friend Zen says then she fills and packs that space with diamonds. She visualizes that and then puts a bandage over that. And I visualize that person floating away into the ether. I say goodbye. I wish them well. Some people like to visualize them burning up into ashes. I think that's a little harsh, but you want to say goodbye and wish them well. And you can also visualize filling your whole inside and being with white and golden light and diamonds, because that will help to seal up that wound. Now, I did pull some cards to see, like, where is this going? The transformation card came up. but it is card number 13 in a traditional tarot deck. It is death, which means endings, which also means that this is not going anywhere. The two pillars is locked in the penitentiary, locked in an institution. This does say patience and planning. You're going to be waiting an awful long time, and the final outcome on this would be emotional loss anyway. So this really isn't going anywhere. I would highly recommend that you try to do that cord cutting visualization. Oh my gosh, and I can't even make this up. You just saw me pick this right from the deck. I was being drawn to pick an angel card for you, and Archangel Michael came up. You can't even make it up. It just happened live here. It was shining out to me in this deck. And so this is who you're going to call on to get rid of this situation. When you are blessed with this angel card, you are guided to invoke Archangel Michael to help and protect and strengthen you. He will increase your ability to deal with problems, so ask him to cut with his sword any emotional cords which bind you to people. I was just saying this, like, this is why I love doing what I do. Okay. Stuck situations or past memories. He's going to cut this. Then ask him to fill you with strength and love. The diamonds and the light that you're going to pack yourself with. He will shield you from the destructive thoughts, emotions, and actions of others. Archangel Michael works on the blue ray, giving strength and courage. Call for his help and visualize yourself wearing a deep blue cloak, securely fastened. This will place you under his protection. He is the master of all angels, a great warrior spirit. Within his light, you will feel more secure, have more confidence, energy, and power. Any of you out there can do this, by the way. And the affirmation for this is, I am strong and protected by Archangel Michael. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for your question. My next question also comes via private message, so I won't mention any names. And okay. Sorry, I don't really see the question. Okay, so this viewer, follower, friend, both of her children want to enlist in the armed forces of some sort. Her daughter and her son. It's been her son's dream, and now all of a sudden her daughter is wanting to go. She's being supportive because that's what a good mom is supposed to do, but internally she's freaking out. On one hand, she has faith that they'll be returned to her alive and unharmed, and on the other hand, she wants to make a Velcro suit and attach them to her. So she wants to know, are they doing the right thing? I did message her, and I indicated that it was right for her son, I felt, but not for her daughter. And what I really want to do is pull an angel card, and what's coming up is imagination. Okay, so this says, thoughts are the building bricks of life, for everything begins with a thought. Add creativity to thoughts and you have imagination. Sometimes your imagination can run way wild with you, and then that creates what you attract to yourself. Every castle starts as a castle in the air. This image is then grounded by architects and builders. My puppy. The angels are inviting you to use the power of your creative imagination to expand your horizons and picture the life you want. Also, picture the outcome that you want for your children. Picture everything being okay. When you hold a vision, the angels see the clarity of your intention and open doors to help you. The angel wisdom guides you to decide your desired outcomes. Be certain that you have the purest intentions, then imagine your dreams and start the process of creation. And your affirmation is, I picture positive outcomes for the highest good. She's crazy. Puppies. But, so, this is perfect for you because you indicated here that you're freaking out. All right, so do you know what kind of wave of energy that you're putting out? You're putting out chaos. You're putting out that freaking out. I talk about this all of the time. You know this, that what you put out energetically, that is what comes back to you. So I think that this was the right card. This was the right angel card for you because it's saying to change what's going on up here for the highest and best outcome of your situation. I'm also being drawn back over to the lithium quartz, and I think it would be wise for you to get some of this lithium quartz. Let me know if you want me to pick you up some, because this will calm and soothe your mind. It will help you to stop freaking out. And this is why I put this in my bra, or you can even put it in like a little pouch. Wear it in a mojo. But it's good to have it close to your skin. That's why I like the lithium quartz. It has to be close to your skin, and I keep this on me all the time so that I don't freak out. I hope that answered your question. And my very last question, woo, yay, also comes via private message. And the viewer, follower, friend, client asks, hey, hi Kim, ask anything? ? Spouse and I have been struggling financially for a while now. When can we expect to have some recovery and get ourselves back to a comfortable level again, financially speaking? Okay, so thank you for that question. I took a look at both yours and your husband's charts, and they're almost like a mirror of each other. I feel that the money is being made, the money is coming in. I see in your chart, though, that all of your money is going out through your children. A lot of expenses with children. That's a huge highlight for quite some time. And also, you like to have a lot of fun. Excuse me. Excuse me. The things that you're spending money on are going to good things. But it's just, there's a huge expense for the level of life that you want. And so I did pull a card to see, like, okay, well, what do we have to do here? Because in the chart, I do see when the sun moves into Libra. I'm going to highlight that. That's around September 23rd. We have a new moon in Libra on September 28th. Things should start to turn around for both of you, but you have to change your mindset. And right now, leading up to the full moon on September 13th, 14th, is a great time for you both to sit down and recalibrate everything. Get all of your finances in order. Write down everything that you are spending. Put down all your bills, where all the money's going. And I am sure you can figure a way to curb your spending in some areas so that you have more cash flow. I use an application. Well, actually, I like it online better than the app on my phone. I'll check things real quick on my phone, but it's mint.com and it's by Intuit or Quicken, and it will track all of your bank accounts, all your credit cards, all of your loans, all of your investments, everything, and then you can see where all of your money is going. Also, my bank does that as well, where I can see where all of my money's going. But I like the way Mint does it because it'll block out. You tell it what certain expenses are, so it knows what all my house expenses are, utilities, dining out, entertainment. And then when you actually see what you're spending on each chunk, you will probably freak out when you realize how much you spend eating out or going out for entertainment. And those are usually the areas that you can cut back in. You can get really creative. But the card that I pulled, and it goes perfect with this, it's Firm Foundation. And this is why I'm saying you need to recalibrate all of your finances right now during this Virgo season leading up to this full moon. So you have really this entire month to pay attention to the details. So I'm glad that I actually held off on answering this question because it comes in at such a great time right now. And you just really want to organize all of your finances at this time. It will take a little while to be able to track all of your spending, but you can really get a good idea, especially if your bank offers like that spending analyzer. I know mine does. And you can look and see where you're spending money and where you can cut back. I know that when I had to go get a new car not too long ago, a year ago, I didn't want a car payment. I didn't know how I'd fit it into my budget. And when I took a look at my spending, I figured out where I could save money. And I continually do that. And it frees up a lot of money so I have more disposable income so that I can go and have fun or, pay down debt. But yes, Firm Foundation, you really need to tear up however it is that you've been doing it and lay down a new foundation. If you need help or any advice, you can message me for that. You can send me a text message and I will send you information on that spending analyzer. I also would like to pull an angel card for you since this is the last question. Going to end this on a beautiful note. Oh, this is fantastic. Archangel Raphael comes up, and you can go ahead. You can go ahead and pause this if you like and read that, but I will also read this for you. Archangel Raphael says, you are blessed to attract this angel card, for Archangel Raphael brings health, healing, and abundance. He will help you develop your intuition and inner vision. Call on him if you need help in these areas now, and you do. So call him. He'll also help you get yourself organized when it comes to the finances and abundance. And he'll also help you to change your perspective of the way you're looking at things, because you're looking at it from a lack mentality, and you probably have a shit ton more than you realize. Excuse my language. He also protects travelers during journeys. So this is a fortuitous card if you're about to travel. If you are a healer or wish to be one, Archangel Raphael will direct pure divine energy to you. He works on the green ray of healing and balance, so visualize yourself surrounded by a clear green light and invoke his guidance. And his affirmation is, I am happy, healthy, and abundant. Fantastic. Just pulled it right out of the deck. So thank you for your question. all of you, thank you for your questions. Please feel free to send me your questions. You can PM me on my Facebook page, expressionsoftheuniverse.com. You can send me an email via my website at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, obviously. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the little bell so that you get notified when I have new videos. They're typically not this long. Let me know if you like this video. If you want more, ask me anything, Q&As, and like I said, any question, no question is off the table. Although I don't really like the medical questions. I'll pull a card for you. I'll pull an angel card, but don't ask me, about that, because I don't want to be liable for anything. So, peace and blessings to all of you. Thank you all for your questions. Thank you for watching this, as always. Until next time.